Okay, so my second one that I'm gonna go with is Pokemon Red and Blue, the the
Actually,
originals.
I have a Pokemon game in mind for me after.
Oh,
But anyways,
nice. So I played this like most people as a kid. I was still
I,
in elementary school like when it came out, I think.
yeah, I had the red version. Yeah,
Yeah.
my brother I think he had the blue version.
Do you remember like when it came out how the playground just kind of went nuts? Like it went from Pokemon being nothing to just that's all we talked about. That's
Oh my gosh, I remember. I remember it was the Pokemon cards too. But
uh-huh.
yeah, like someone had to bring the link cables, and it would just go down.
It's hard to describe to people who weren't there when it happened, but like every aspect of our life was Pokemon. There was the Pokemon game, there was the
The
Pokemon
game, yeah,
cartoon. We went to
the
go see the
cartoon,
Pokemon
yeah,
movie.
the movie,
We collected the cards. And then when we were bored, we would listen to the Pokemon soundtrack. I don't know if you ever got that, but there was
Oh
one,
yeah, the rock band, right? The rock
the
band.
one that had like the Road to Viridian City and all these
That's right.
other jams from the.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
fucking
They had it
nuts.
like near the end of the episode, right? They would
Yeah,
play or something, and then the
the
Pokemon rap
Pokemon
song.
rap. Yeah, we were just attacked on all fronts of every media about Pokemon, and we were so excited. Do you remember? Do you remember when you first encountered Pokemon, or not really? It's gone, that memory maybe.
I The only memory I have was I was in elementary school, and I do remember I had the Pokemon cards. I was like the guy that like it was like I would help you like if you played against people. I have the card for you.
Oh, nice.
It was like that. The game, it must have been like on TV or something, or I don't
Hmm.
know if it because wasn't the anime out first?
I don't remember
That's what I
specifically
remember.
when the anime was out, but
Yeah, because I remember watching the anime, but it was like in the morning before you go to school.
yeah, because I
But
for me, I remember specifically when I first encountered Pokemon. It's crazy that this is still kind of in my brain, but I remember getting a Nintendo Power mag because I used to get Nintendo Power like mailed to me.
oh man, you lucky.
Yeah, very lucky, very fortunate that my parents did that. So I would get it, and one of the magazines had these weird creatures on it, and I think they were promoting Pokemon, and I was like, oh, those look cool, and I would draw them, and then.
Nice. Very
And then at
nice.
school, I would draw them because I was like a drawing kid. And one of my friends was like, "Oh, hey, like you like Pokemon?" And I was like, "Is that what that is? Like, I don't fucking know what that is." Because I just saw these little interesting creatures in the Nintendo Power, and I started drawing them. And I was like, "Oh, I guess like I just like how they look." And then we talked about it. And then a couple weeks later, like the anime came out, and I was like, "Oh shit, those are those guys from the Nintendo Power magazine." And
Oh, okay.
that was my like how I came across it. But as successful as all like the fucking promotional stuff was, I feel it's crazy how good the game still is. Like it's a JRPG when you really boil it down.
Yeah, it is.
But they kind of took the original JRPG formula and kind of made it simpler, because usually it's like you have a party, 3 or 4 people on one side, and then the people you're fighting. But this one was one-on-one. Like you still had a party of 6 people, but it was just one-on-one, so it kind of it simplified it, you know, so you didn't have to worry about everybody's health at the same time. You only had to worry about one person's health at a time. But it still had the more complex stuff of a JRPG, which is like buffs. Like you could, you know, use swords dance, or you could use defense like to buff yourself, and there was like status effects, which I think if those weren't in there, it would be really boring, because it would just be like attack, and
It was just
as kids, that's all we did, because that's all we that's all we can think of at the time was like, oh, I'm just gonna take him down. But I think as you grow older with Pokemon, it's like I'm gonna set up, I'm gonna put down, you know, the little jagged rocks, and what's it called?
Oh, it was it
Stealth Rock, I think.
Stealth Rock. There you go.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah, that gave rise to competitive Pokemon. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When you realize that, yeah.
Which is crazy, because that's what it is. It's a fucking RPG. And then the what was it? The rock paper scissors system that it has, like, you know, fire beats grass, and then
Yeah, all the times you have to
like
remember.
that's really intuitive, I think, for the most part. Like it's easy to understand for like a newbie person. Like of course water beats fire, and of course well, some of it like doesn't make sense. Like normal loses to fighting. Like what? I don't understand that.
Yeah, only that type, right? If I recall.
But what's crazy to me, and you might not agree with this because you just might not, but for me, Fire Emblem has a way simpler one, and it's just 3 things. It's like I think bows beat axes, and axes beat land. I don't know what the formula is.
Oh yeah, sword beats axe, axe beats lance, and lance beats sword. With the bow, they beat basically the if you have a flying unit.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what that was.
Flying unit.
So
I forget what other ones else, but
So Fire Emblem has that, and it's only 3, maybe 4 things. And I've played 2 Fire Emblems, and I can't remember it for the fucking life of me. Like I'll have an axe, and I'll walk up to a lance dude, and then I'm like, oh shit, like they do way more damage. I'm like, god damn it, I really moved. But Pokemon,
that's right. Yeah, I forgot about then there's the mages too. I kind of forgot about those guys.
Yeah.
But anyways.
But then Pokemon has all these different types, and I remember those like the fucking back of my hand. So I kind of think that might just be us, like me getting older and like not retaining information anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess just the last point that I really liked about the game is that, well, two things, I guess. The story is pretty simple, and it like gets out of your way, unlike most RPGs.
Yeah, it's pretty much straightforward, like what it's all about. Like, become a Pokemon master, and you gotta go through the 8 gyms, and yeah.
I think like right after that drunk guy who teaches you how to catch Pokemon, like after he's done, they pretty much just let you go. And I'm like, oh, this is great. Until maybe like a couple ones later where you have to fight Team Rocket or something. But they really don't hold your hand too much in that game.
Yeah, you know what? That's why I appreciated it compared to the modern ones. Just because it didn't really tell you go this way. But it's like, you're already trying to figure out where to go. Like, I remember when you first reached, it was Vermilion City, right?
Yeah.
So like if you were to go left because you're supposed to go to the Pokemon League, it is already telling you can't even go here until you get badges.
Viridian City.
Viridian? Okay, my bad. Viridian.
Yeah.
I always get them confused.
Yeah.
So so you already know you can't go to the Pokemon League. So then the only way direction to go is go up. So it kind of leaves you there. But I feel like they didn't leave you like it was gonna be like confusing or kind of arduous, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's pretty straightforward. Okay, I can't go here. No, I gotta keep going this way.
Yeah.
Okay then.
And what's cool about that moment specifically too is if you're like it doesn't make you do that. Like no one's telling you, hey, go that way. But
exactly.
if you just naturally explore over there, you'll find that out. And if you naturally walk over there, you'll have that second fight with your rival.
That was well said.
Which you could totally miss if you just keep going the way you're supposed to be going. But it rewards exploration without forcing it on you, kind of.
Yeah, that was perfect how you said it. Yeah, that's right.
That will end my phase.